Okay, welcome back to my podcast. In the last episode, I said, can you close it? Well, move the door up a little bit. Okay, so in my last episode, I told you guys I was going to have my cousin Whitney on here, and I do have her on here. She's our first guest. This is like a guest initiation process that I'm going to start. So the first thing I have to ask you is, pineapples on your pizza or no?
Yes.
Okay, now that we got that out the way, now I have a list of questions I want to ask, but I mean, she's Whitney, she's my cousin, she can say whatever. That was my first question, and then the second thing I want to do is have you introduce yourself.
Hey guys, welcome back to your girl's YouTube channel. No, I'm just playing. It's your girl Whitney. I'm Savannah's cousin, her big cousin.
No, she's not.
Her little cousin, sadly, but you know what it is. Yeah, you guys can call me. I'm just kidding.
Okay, anyway.
My number is...
Okay, anyway. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about, because I know you like, I thought this would have like a good conversation for this topic, because I know you like Tiffany Haddish, right?
Heck yeah.
And do you like Kevin Hart? Do you think he's funny?
He's funny, but I think I like Tiffany more.
Okay, so... as most of you guys know, like Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish are like good friends and whatnot. So I wanted to get Whitney's opinion on that, because I don't know if you guys know or not, but I don't like neither one of them. I don't think neither one of them are funny, and I wish I could see the face she does right now. What? I swear I don't think they're funny.
Tiffany Haddish is funnier than Kevin Hart. I just want y'all to know that.
Okay, I agree. Kevin Hart's not funny at all. Tiffany Haddish, she might have a little funny in there, but like, I don't know.
Nah, like Kevin, he's funny, but like, I feel like if I watch Tiffany Haddish stand-up comedy show, I feel like she'll make me laugh more than Kevin will.
Yeah, that. I don't hate Tiffany Haddish at all. I think she can be funny at certain times. She's definitely more funny than Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart not funny. I don't know what's be going on. What's that thing you say? She wasn't ready. Oh. That's not even funny. Somebody gotta make fun of it for it to be funny. Yeah. Exactly. If somebody makes your joke funny by making fun of it, that means you're not funny. All right, but I thought you were gonna have more to say, so I guess we'll move on. Okay, what have you been up to? Because I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I graduated, Whitney graduated. We graduated the same year, and we're both in college. So just like, what you been up to since?
So basically, since I've been in school or whatever, it's been pretty cool, But I honestly didn't expect the classes to be this hard, especially math class.
Girl, talk regular, dude.
Because I gotta sound white and proper. So you made me forget. Oh, the math class, they freaking hard. Like
what are you taking?
I don't know how to say
statistics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know how to say it.
So Whitney's taking statistics, y'all. Let's root her on. She gonna pass everything. How many classes are you taking?
5.
Okay, I feel it. Me too. Let's go.
Copycatter. But
you know what? You're probably right, because I didn't register for my class until like a week before the semester started. Well, go ahead.
So my math teacher, I really don't like him. You know why? Because what he does, actually, I have him for 3 hours straight in the morning. Who feel like waking up in the morning and say, "Oh, let me just..."
You got math for 3 hours?
Yes. Who just feel like waking up saying, "Oh, let me just go calculate some numbers and stuff." Like, what the heck?
How many times do you have math like a week?
2 times. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That's the opposite of me. Look at him.
And I don't like him because all he do is just lecture and just talk. Like, make me understand it. Break it down from the beginning to the end. Like, you got to get really into it and put some enthusiasm into the math. That's what draws me into it. But when you're just talking and just going on and on about this number go right here and A equal 2 plus Y and Y equal 3 and all these, it just turns my mood. I don't like it. So I'm failing But it's okay because I'm gonna get that.
All right.
All
All right. Okay, that was gonna be my next question. How's college? So I guess that ties into it. My next question is, I don't know, this question not even popular no more. I don't even know why I'm asking this, but is water wet, and why?
Is water wet? Yes, water is wet. Yeah, I don't think I have a explanation for it. I just, in my opinion, I just feel like water is wet because if I don't know, it's yeah.
I wish I could see her face. She really trying to figure this out. All right, y'all, let me tell y'all. Water isn't wet because it's water. How can it be wet? It's just water. It's not wet or dry. It can't be wet or dry because it's water. But you know what's a good example? Like, let's say you get in the pool, right? Mm-hmm. If you're in the... No, I'm thinking how I'm going to explain this. If you're in the pool, you're not wet because you're in the water. You're not wet. Once you come out of the pool and the water's still on you, that's what makes you wet. Mm-hmm. I rest my case. That's on period.
I was about to ask you, but I think you already can answer it. I was about to ask you, is water dry? But you answered it already, so next question.
This nigga retarded.
Next question.
Is water dry? Oh, you asked me is water wet, but is water dry? Oh, bro. I was thinking about this. I don't even know how I came up with this question, but I just started thinking, and I hope you remember. I was hoping that you remember the story behind it. So I'm about to ask you this. You ever seen like somebody with this weird Wi-Fi name? Like when you try to connect to Wi-Fi, like let's say your phone was off or something, and you trying to connect to Wi-Fi. You ever saw, what's the weirdest Wi-Fi name you ever saw?
The weirdest Wi-Fi. I'm trying to think because I actually have, but...
All right, just let me know, man.
Okay, the weirdest one I did, it was when I was in...
You saw? I mean, like
saw.
Yeah.
It was when I was actually going to my all-girls school, and it said booty crumbs.
Wait, what?
It was booty crumbs. But the it was booty crumbs, and I'm like, what?
Stop saying that, please.
It was booty crumbs.
All right. Anyway, the one that I was thinking of, because when my cousin used to live in a different building, right? There was these people that have some Wi-Fi. Theirs was blood niggas all day. I thought she was about to say that, but she said booty crap.
It was. I was like trying to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Did you connect to the booty crap?
No, because they had a password.
Booty juice. That's a password. Oh, I got a headache from that.
And then the crumbs was spelled with a K.
They're trying to be like the Kardashians. Those are the Kardashians' booty crumbs.
I was like, what the heck?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, y'all. All right.
Next question.
What's a trend that's going on that you think is stupid, or like what a trend in the past that you think is stupid?
Okay, hold on. Let me kind of.
All right.
A trend. I'm trying to think of a good one. Dang, I can't think of one. You're asking good questions that I can't even think of an answer to. Okay, even though I do it too, I think it's stupid. And it's stupid that I do it. But anyway, the iPhones. I feel like the whole iPhone thing is a trend. Like, you know, people always want it, and the iPhone is built to like break down like every year. Yeah. They're built to like break down every year so they can come out with another one, and they attract us. They attract us by getting iPhones, and I feel like it's a trend because, you know, everybody else have it, and I mean, I'm still gonna call my iPhone, but so what?
All right, I got something to say about that trend though. Okay, the thing about that though, I feel like iPhones, like, how they get hyped up or whatever. I feel like they deserve the hype. The new ones, obviously, because they keep, Apple had that little thing that was getting sued for slowing down like the older phones. But it's a smart business decision, because like, why would I continue making phones when you could just buy an old one for what? I think the iPhone 4 is like, you can buy it for like $50 now. So why would I do that when I could just get an iPhone 4? But you can't. You know why? Because they stopped giving them updates. You can't do group FaceTime. That's the only reason I got a 7 Plus actually that last time. To do group FaceTime. That is it.
Yeah, that whoever came up with the iPhone business or whatever, they're really smart, because they're making money, like money. Like, they smart.
Steve Jobs came up with it. He died.
Oh.
Yeah,
his baby, his family, or like whoever, after him that took on.
But the thing is, not only that, because like they have stocks and stuff. I literally just found out what that was. But the people that buy into the company, because you can buy parts of it, they make money off of it too.
Yeah, they all making money.
Yeah, they're making money off of us, y'all.
That's like the like one of the number one, like, what is it? Number one thing that like most people buy in America. iPhones. Yeah.
And like for us, like, since we are in America or whatever, our problems are like crazy. Like we have first world problems. Like, oh, I can't get the new iPhone, I don't have enough money. Versus people in third world countries talking about I can't eat, I don't have money. And we worried about not getting the iPhone because we don't have money. It's just crazy, because like, I don't know, it's like a whole bunch of stuff that like give us a different I don't know. That's it. That's the only trend. iPhones. I feel like even though it's like
Jordans too. Jordans, they doing the same thing iPhones doing, except I don't think they're not stopping like giving out their releasing. Like, these already came out in like 1990 something.
Yeah, hey man, let me get y'all on that too. I'm glad you brought that up.
Though.
That is,
we keep buying it when it already came out, and it's a lot of money, like $200 for like one pair. Yeah, it's a stupid trend, but I'm still gonna get my Jordans,
and that's on period. But I'm taking this away. I'm sorry, because you the guest. I'm supposed to let you talk more than me. But
I know, I like this. We're engaging with each other.
That's why I want to start doing guests. It's kind of weird doing it by myself, but then when I get people like to talk to, it's so much better and funnier too. But I'm glad Whitney brought that up. That's a good. Okay, the thing about the Jordans, it's crazy because like they're not the same as iPhones though, because iPhones, they keep improving. They have things to bring each time. Each time they release a phone, they taking something away and adding something.
That's true.
They just started taking stuff away and adding something. The little this thing.
That's true.
Yeah, but now with the Jordans, that's crazy though. They really just re-releasing the same things, and we buy it, and they do change it, but the smallest details. They change the smallest thing.
Just the color.
I saw they'll change the color. I saw somebody the color and everything was the same. It was something on the bottom that was different. A small detail on the bottom that was different. Because they have like those people that like inspect the shoes and stuff.
Or maybe they'll change like the what is it? The shoestring, or now I think they're starting to mismatch the shoe. Like they go together, but the shoe is like mismatch. Yeah, that's the only thing they're changing.
But Jordan's taking our money.
Who is it? What?
Buy me something. God, leave.
That's my cousin Greg that just came in. Don't mind him.
Aloha.
Okay, I'm sorry about that interruption. I had to stop the podcast, even though I'm not supposed to, because it's supposed to keep streaming.
Yeah.
But, Cardi B. Do you like Cardi B?
Yes, I like Cardi B, and I think Cardi B is better than Nicki Minaj. Yep, I said it.
Oh, we gonna have to fight. I like Cardi B. I don't knock her hustle. I think she's better than Nicki Minaj now. Like Nicki Minaj now. Back in the day, she couldn't touch Nicki Minaj. That's why she wasn't out. Guess what? That's why she was in the strip clubs. I'm not saying I'm not shaming strippers or anything. I'm saying that's why she probably didn't start rapping, because of the fact that Nicki was out. But I feel like now Cardi B done took over everything. I used to not like her, but then I'm like, she's a cool person. She seems like a really cool person or whatever. And Nicki, What are you doing? Nicki, wait, hold on. Nicki Minaj, if you're listening to this podcast, what's going on, man? Ever since, what's that album called? It's called The Pink Print, I think. The Pink Print was like, okay, cool. And then you just started, I don't know what are you doing?
I think the last song that I heard from Nicki Minaj was Good Form. I think
oh yeah, what's the name of that album? Majesty? Bro. Nikki, I hope you listen to this. I hope it sneaks into you. Somebody send this to Nikki, please. But Cardi, send this to Nikki. If you're listening, Cardi, you're doing good. Whoever writes your lyrics, tell them to write for me, so I can become the next Cardi B. Did you ever at one point even like Nicki Minaj?
Yeah. She's cool, you know. It's kind of like back to the like Kevin Hart thing. Like, I don't hate Kevin Hart. I don't like, have nothing against him, but I feel like Tiffany Haddish is better or funnier than him. And with the Nicki Minaj thing, I feel like Cardi B is better than Nikki, but I don't like dislike her or hate her or anything. But yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Oh, my breath smells like spaghetti cheese.
Spaghetti cheese?
Yeah. I heard that from this dude on his podcast. He's talking about what if people put cheese on their spaghetti. By the way, that podcast is from Curtis Connor. You guys should listen to him. He inspired me to make my own podcast, and here we are. Curtis, if you hear this, if you're listening to this, bless your heart, man. And what did they say in Canada? There you go, yeah, he's talking about spaghetti and cheese. Like, what if people put cheese sauce instead of tomato sauce on their spaghettis?
You saw what?
You know what's the weirdest thing I've ever seen? I was watching this movie called Wish Upon a Star. Mm-hmm. And in the movie, or was it Wish Upon a Star? No, I was watching this show called Dexter, my bad. And the main character, Dexter, his sister had made some spaghetti. But what she did was she made the noodles, right, in a separate thing like you're supposed to. Mm-hmm. And she made the sauce in a separate thing. Mm-hmm. And then she put the noodles on a plate and then just put the sauce on top of it, just like that. Didn't pre-mix it before serving it. And I see that a lot. And I just want to know if there's any white people watching. Why? Why? Explain. I know not some white people can cook, but like most of them put tomato sauce on the pasta. Why? What are you doing?
Right, like you gotta mix it. You gotta, because then it's like you eating a pile of pasta.
Yeah.
I mean a pile of what is it? Sauce.
Yeah.
And then like a separate pile of noodles.
That's basically what it is.
But if you mix it together, I could get both flavor, like both.
No, with that too, they don't put like anything else in it. Like it's literally just like get a little thing of tomato sauce. Mm-hmm. Get the noodles and just that's it together. Don't add cheese. Don't have garlic bread on the side.
Salt. No seasoning.
No.
Just
cook like that, especially on TV shows and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I've seen it in real life, and I'm like, man, that's rough.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to see. I already said the trend thing. Okay, this one, I don't know. I feel like you would have a good story for this. What's the weirdest thing that ever happened to you? Or that you've seen happen, or you could tell both if you have for both.
Weirdest thing.
Like it could be funny, weird, whatever. Like the weirdest thing that ever happened to you to where you was like, what? Like, yeah.
Oh, okay. I got one. Okay, so me and my brother, me and my little brother, we're on our way to this little what is it? Program that my mom put me and my brother in. It was called the Hope Street program. And we would take the train over there, and like we would do like fun activities, have snacks, and do stuff with these like mentors or whatever. And when we were on a train one time, this guy, like, he came up to me, or he sat next to me or something like that, and he was telling me like, let me get your number. But he was like trying to do it like smooth because my brother was right there. So I guess he thought like I was like a little bit older, like 16 maybe. And
wait, how old were you at the time?
I don't even know how old I was. If I had to guess, I think I was like either 14 or 15.
Okay.
And he was like, put your number in my phone and stuff like that. And he was telling my brother, yeah, like, oh, I'm getting your sister number so I could buy her some shoes, and I'm gonna buy you what you want. You want a PlayStation and stuff? And I just thought it was weird because, like, what the heck? Like, it was just this random guy. I just felt like that was weird. And I was with my little brother, so yeah, that was weird. That's my story.
This nigga said, I was just trying to get your sister some shoes. Who says that?
For real.
That was so dumb. Must be that whip that I ordered.
Turn this off for a bit, 'cause it's
yeah, it's... Hello? Okay,
how
sorry.
we were just talking about Cardi B.
I already heard it. That's what made me ask you about that. When you said, is that mom playing that? I don't know. We're 21 minutes in, so that's pretty good. We got like 9 minutes to go. What was we talking about before? Because we were having some type of conversation before we even started, and I can't remember. So yeah, Whitney's been my cousin for 17 years now and counting. The first time I met Whitney was I went to her I went to her house, and you know what's crazy, y'all? I can't remember meeting her. Like, I just know
we meet?
Exactly. Like, I know, like, we're family and whatever, and we know each other, but I can't remember meeting you.
Yeah.
When did I meet you, though?
We should go ask my mom. How did we meet?
You want to right now? Or
yeah, let's go ask her. Oh, she is, huh?
Because I just need her to answer that, and then we can come back and finish
Okay,
this.
we just gonna be like, we just need you for one thing. Like, just an answer. Yeah, because I want to see what she's gonna say.
Okay, guys.
She's gonna probably be looking at us like, what the heck?
Okay, we're gonna go ask Whitney's mom when we met.
Or how we her first met.
Yeah, we want to know when we first met, because we know, like, we've been cousins for a while. We always hung around each other, but we don't know when we actually first met. So this is my auntie, y'all. This is Whitney's mom, and she's gonna tell you guys when we first met.
Well, Savannah was born first. So while I was still pregnant, they actually met while Whitney was in the stomach, because I would come around while I was pregnant and I would pick up Savannah and play with her little pigtails. And then like a year later, Savannah was already walking and talking and running. And so then I had my child a year later, which was Whitney. Then after I had my baby, about a month later, I went over to my sister's house, which is Savannah's mother, and Savannah was there. And I said, Savannah, come look at your little cousin. And Savannah walked over to the little car seat, and she just looked at her little cousin, and she kissed her on the cheek. And I believe that was the first time they met, when Savannah was about a year old and Whitney was about a month. That was the first time they met.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And let me see how many. What's 23 minutes? You want to redo it? No, it's just streaming all the way through. Okay, so yeah, I heard it from my cousin. Sorry, not my cousin. Her mom. Apparently, I gave her a kiss. I can't stand her now. I wouldn't kiss her. You gonna sit on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy, man. But I guess, like, I mean, it was destined to happen, because we're about a year apart, pretty much. Let me see. Yeah, basically a year apart. Because I was born at the end of the year. She was born in the beginning of the year. And that's crazy, man. So y'all heard it here, folks. We was already gonna be good cousins already. Nah, for reals though, Whitney's like, that's the only cousin I really talk to, hang around. Everybody else flake on me. Woody's out here grown. I don't know what happened to Tavia. No, because I was just thinking. I didn't know what to say about Taviana because I don't know if she's grown or not because she don't talk to nobody. Ain't no way to know. I mean, I know she do her business. I follow her business page. So my cousin Taviana, she's doing good with her business, but all my other cousins are like too young. Whitney's like the only one that's around my age besides Asia. But Asia's, I don't know what Asia does. I don't know what she does, but Whitney's the only one around my age. We're cool, we chill. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to her house. I might as well like have her as my first guest, and that's why she was here. Okay, I have 5 more minutes, so I think we should tell you a story time.
Yeah, so you don't have any more questions?
No, that's pretty much all I had.
Okay.
As far as questions. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the little voice thing. Here you go. Okay, so I don't know what's some some funny stories. What's some funny stories we have together?
Remember? Well, this is not a story, but this is just me like remembering something. Remember when I used to live at in San Pedro when we used to be doing slicing dice about raccoons?
Hey, y'all, where Whitney used to live, it used to be a whole bunch of possums and raccoons. And we ended up coming with this thing called slicing dice. Like you put your hand like a claw and just slicing dice.
We was weird for that.
Hey, y'all. I'm glad she brought that up. One time, I think it was when she lived in San Pedro. Whitney told me that I spent the night. I used to spend the night all the time when they lived in San Pedro, and I think we lived with y'all for one point in San Pedro. And I was sleeping in the bed with Whitney. And she said she peed. And she laughed and went to school. That's what you get. So, she did me dirty, y'all. Literally, my boy. Wait, what you hit her on the heater?
Yes, but I didn't know what to do. I was just like, hey, at least I told you, you know.
Hey, you know it's crazy. I don't even remember that, but she remembered.
I did. I peed in the bed.
I probably thought I peed in the bed.
But we both peed in the bed.
Oh my God. Hey.
No, repeat.
Hey, bro, tell them the story about the Nikki in the toilet.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it was one time. I don't know how old I was. If I had to guess, I think I was like at least like maybe 6 or 7. And so I went upstairs because I had stairs in my house when I lived in the Imperial Courts projects, and so I had to,
over there.
Yeah. So I had to go do my thug dizzle in the bathroom number 2, and so I boo boo, and then next thing you know, like I looked at it like before I flushed it, I'm like, let me go show my cousin Taviana. So I stuck my hand in the toilet, and I grabbed my dookie. And it was in my hand, and I called my cousin Taviana, and I showed her it. I wanted to show her my dookie, and then she went to go snitch on me. She was my mom wasn't there. I think my mom was at school or at work or something. I don't know. But my auntie Tanya was there watching us. And she went to go tell my auntie Tanya, and I got a whooping by my auntie Tanya. And so when I was getting a whooping, she was holding me down and stuff, and then I bit her. I bit her while she was whooping me and stuff, and then she gonna bite me back. She cold. But yeah, that's my story. She cold for telling on me though.
Hey y'all, auntie Tanya mean. One time she didn't let me have no cereal. I was mad. But okay, I got a story too. It was just me and Whitney, and it was at her old building. It was me, Whitney, her brother, her little brother, and her 2 neighbors that lived upstairs. I'm not gonna say their real names. We're gonna name them Darkese and David.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was I don't know. Do you know what story I'm about to say? or no? Oh, we was together plenty of times. I don't even know why I said it like that. But so yeah, it's me, Whitney, her brother, her little brother, the two neighbors from upstairs. We're gonna call them Darkeese and David. And then it was Whitney's friends. What should we call her? I don't know, Relish. It was Whitney's friend Relish. And I think Relish, Relish had a cousin. She was there too. Relish's, I don't remember her name, so we're just gonna say Relish's cousin, whatever. So we were walking around at that time. Whitney used to live by the by like in the USC area, so we used to walk around a lot. And we were really bored that night. Like, it was nothing to do, so we just decided to start walking around, right? So we walking around, and then we go to this. Was it the Rose Garden? No. We walked around the Rose Garden, actually. If you guys know where the Rose Garden is, it's in California. It's in back of the California Science Center. So we walked, instead of walking through it, we walked around it. And there's obviously 4 sides. It's like a little giant rectangle full of rose bushes. Walked around, and we walked around to the part that's behind the California Science Center. So they have tables out there, and they have like little hot sauce bottles. And I think it was the dude Darkeese that like dared Whitney to throw a hot sauce bottle at this dude. And Whitney was like, bet, because she don't turn down no dares. Just kidding. But so she grabbed it, she threw it, but it missed the dude by like, I don't know, like a few inches. And then he turned around, so we started running, right? So we running, and it was like, I don't know, I was tired. But we ran towards, what is that called? The Natural History Museum? So we ran towards the Natural History Museum. We sat down on the steps that's right there. We sitting down trying to catch our breath because we just, sprinted that whole way through. That was a sprint. That wasn't even a run. We sprinted that whole way through. And I kid you not, guys. Like 10 seconds later, I just happened to turn around, and the dude that she threw the hot sauce bottle at was there, and he was just looking. And so we sprinted again to the park that's like across the street from the Natural History Museum, and then we sat there to catch our breath, and then everybody's like, we gotta keep going, but that's not the end of the story, because it was a crazy night that night. And then we trying to figure out how the dude got around there so fast, because he was when I turned around, he was barely just like walking up to us, and it was crazy. I don't know how he got around there that fast. But then anyway, so then we started walking back to her building. We were just past the gas station that's there. Oh, I meant to tell you that I saw that dude that always works there. The guy that, Alfonso, I saw him one time when I went there. Oh, yeah. I was like, let me see if the same people working here. I went with Taviana and Natalie, and I was like, oh yeah, Alfonso. We wasn't cool, so I just saw him and I was like, okay. And I just went to get like something to drink, and then I left out. But yeah, anyway, so we were passing AM/PM. We had just passed it, and Darkeese and David started throwing some rocks at people's cars. Something they always did. So we telling them to stop, because like we close to our building. Like we didn't care if they did it, but like when we close to the building, like it's like really nowhere to run, because we're by the building, so they can literally see where they live and stuff. But they was doing it anyway. And so this one dude, they hit his car, and then we told him like, so you need to stop doing that. So then we get close to the building. We're like at the back, because there's 2 entrances like to the parking lots, and we're at the back parking lot. And so when we get near there, the dude, one of the people's car that they hit, had drove around the block and saw us and then stopped. And then he was like, are you guys going to pay for my car? You hit my car. Where's your parents? And all this other stuff. And so we're like, oh, we're going to go get them right now. So then we end up running off. Wait, didn't somebody hide? I could have swore somebody hid.
I think it was
Darkeese.
Yeah.
That's who I'm calling Darkeese. I think, yeah, so one of them ran off, which is Darkeese. He ran to hide with his little Hispanic friends he had in the building across, which was very convenient. I don't know, man. But the rest of us, we end up walking, and then, like, so the dude that the car they hit, he had, like, got out of his car. He's like, go get your parents. We're like, okay, we're going to get our parents. So we started walking, and then as soon as we hit the corner, we ran and hurry up and try to run to the front of the building and get in the gate. And then so we run to the front of the building, get in the gate, right? And Darkeese and David's cousins, 2 little cousins, are out there. And I think they're like 5. How old were they? I don't know. They look old and big sometimes.
They do.
They be confusing me. But I'm going to just say there was like 5 and 6 because one of them is like older than the other. And we over here pounding the gate like, let us in, because you need to get in. You have to either have like a key or something or have the little
gate code.
And we didn't have it. So we over here pounding the gate. Let us in. They over here laughing. What's going on? That was baby Nikki. She said, whatever. It's not like you guys are going to find her anyway. But since I already said it, baby. We're going to call her baby now. Because you guys probably didn't even hear that. Baby was over here like, what's going on? And then the other one, I forgot her name. Oh, I know her name. Never mind, I remember. But she started laughing too. And we were just like, open the gate. So then they finally open it. We run in. We go sit down on the steps. And Whitney mom come out. She was like, where y'all was at? I was like, oh, we was just walking around. And she was like, y'all tired? I was like, yeah, we was running a little bit. And she was like, what happened? I was like, nothing really. And then that's when after that, what happened? We went to walk Relish home. So we went to walk Relish and her cousin home. And once again, because they're supposed to just be me and Whitney walking them home. But then Arquise and David wanted to come. And we can't control them because they're not like related to us. So they end up walking with us anyway. And once again, they throwing rocks at people's cars. We telling them to stop. I can't even count how many times we had to run because they just kept throwing stuff. At one point, some lady got out her van, put out a crowbar on us, was like, my kids are in the van. And I was like, okay. But, so we ended up running. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was scared. I cried a little bit. I'll tell y'all while I cried now. We went and ran into this building, like, somebody's apartment. We don't know whose building it was. Somebody's apartment building. We were already like, I want to say like 10 minutes away from Whitney's building. And we were just hiding back there because they hit like 5 people's cars and all of them were really mad. So we hid behind there, and then some dude ended up finding us behind the building, had his little camera phone out recording us with the flash on and everything. He said, come on out. The police are on their way. He's like, what's your names? I'm telling the police. And then so he was telling us to like stand there, but they weren't like restraining us. So we end up running. Oh, that's where I started to cry, guys. But so we end up running, and there was a car following us while we ran a little bit, like till we could lose them, because everybody that like cars they had hit, there was like 5 of them. They had basically all got out of their cars. So we hurry up and ran before they can get in and follow us. But there was one car that did follow us. And so we're just walking, and the car just following us. So what we do is, with my smarts, I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to run, and then I want y'all to duck behind that car that's like 3 cars ahead. So we did that. We ran and then hurry up and ducked. And the car like sped off because I guess they thought we ran. They sped off. And so we hurry up, started running. We didn't have to, but we end up hopping the fence of this big old gate. I'm trying to figure out. It was like, I don't know, like 10 feet. I don't know.
It was pretty big. It was a big gate. It was freaking tall as heck.
And then we ended up hopping that gate though, but it was tall. It was to a park, so because we were trying to cut through the park instead of having to go all the way around. And then we went through the other side. The other side of the park, there was a hole in the gate, so we didn't have to hop it again. Thankfully, hopped through, and then we if you know the USC area, you know there's a train like going through that area. We hurry up and ran to the train station. Well, I think we stopped to get some water, a cup of water from somewhere. We stopped to get a cup of water from some restaurant, and then we heard that was close to the train station. Then we ran to the train station. We just standing there. It was 11 o'clock at night, and I was just like, bro, Auntie Keisha gonna be mad at us. Auntie Keisha is Whitney mom. I was like, Auntie Keisha gonna be mad at us, bro. I was like, bro, it's late. It's 11 o'clock. Because mind you guys, we're like 14. No, I think I'm 14. Whitney's like 13. The other ones are like 10. Acting grown. There's like 10 throwing rocks at people's cars. And we out at 11. So we over here worried. Like, we need to hurry up and get home. But the train ended up coming. We got off at the next stop. Went to Whitney's building. And then Auntie Keisha was like, what took y'all so long? We was like, I don't even know what we said. We was walking slow. That's what we said. We was walking slow. But and then later on, my cousin Taviana came over and her brother TJ, and we ended up telling her that story because she was there when we got back, and it was fun.
It was fun.
I miss Taviana. Taviana, if you're listening to this, I'm gonna find you. But yeah. Oh, that was 40 minutes. That was good. That was the longest story ever. That's the one thing about that story. It's long. It's a lot of explaining and stuff to do. But I think I'm gonna end off on that note. That seems pretty good to leave off on. So thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope you have a splendid day, my bros, and never forget you're in good hands.